Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Gala Gun Toys. My name's Jared and thank you for joining me in today's video. Today we are doing a review of the Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star Series 6. Now this is the second part of the Kale Build-A-Figure wave. Okay, and so which comprises of Frieza, Ultimate Gohan, and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku in the back here. And that's for the left arm, I believe, and the two legs. And Jiren came with the head, Kaba comes with the torso, and the right arm, I believe, came with Vegito Blue. So this is the first part of the wave, Jiren, Vegito, and Kaba. I'm going to get them out of the way because I've already reviewed those. If you're interested, have a look on the channel, guys, and check it out. Okay, so I'm going to get Kale out of the way for a moment. Okay, guys, so here is the main figures you get, besides finishing your Kale if you're completing the set like I am. Okay, I'm not going to bother keeping Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. I'm actually going to sell that one off because I already have, if you follow the channel, I already have the first release. So I don't feel like I need a repainted version of it. So I'm thinking that's just going to go into the sale pile. And yeah, so if you're interested in seeing a review for this figure, check the channel. It's on there. Okay, so we'll get that one out of the way because, like I said, nothing really new there and nothing spectacular. So I'm going to start with the worst and move on from there. So Gohan, unfortunately, is just, from my understanding, I don't have any of the Goku that has this gi, but from my understanding, it's just basically that same figure with a new Ultimate Gohan head. The head sculpt is nice, no complaints. It's actually really, it looks really good under the lighting. I can't lie, but the body is just. I don't want to be too negative because of the price point, but the body's not fantastic. But the more I look at it under the lighting and I sort of play with it, the more I actually enjoy it, and it's actually not that bad. It's pretty cool. So he comes with just his two fists and two grappling hands, one of each grappling hand. So we'll get Gohan to the side. Okay, now Frieza, I'm actually really impressed with. Like, look at this guy. He looks really good, and for like such a cheap figure, like he cost me $40. I think in the States, you'd pay like something like maybe 20-25 bucks for him. But he looks great. I'm really, really happy with him. He's going to look great on the shelf next to Jiren and Kale and Kaba and my Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta and Hit. And yeah, I think that's going to look really good. And yeah, just really fill that shelf out a bit. Now, in terms of accessories, we're actually a little bit spoiled for old Frieza, and he's not going to stand up, so I'm just going to get him out of frame for a second while I go over his accessories. So he's just got a fist, which he comes with, that I swapped out for his pointy finger, and he's got the two grappling hands, like all Dragon Star figures seem to have. Okay, so he's got some pretty alright tail articulation for the price point. Moves that far in, moves that far out. Yeah, it only moves that far out because of the articulation, because of the sculpt. It kind of, well, just the articulation in general that they've given for the tail kind of makes it a bit harder. It's not as good as the SH Figuarts where it's sort of, yeah, well, if you have the SH Figuarts one, you know, it's just a superior figure, but this is still really cool. I love the gold. The gold looks fantastic. The purple looks great. And the face sculpt is really nice. Really spot on. They completely nailed that. And that, I think, is the highlight of the actual figures from this wave. Definitely. Hands down. Now, on to the one we've all been waiting for. Now, this is the one I was most excited for, because obviously it's a figure we don't have in the SH Figure Arts line or in any action figures or Vampestro statues. There is like a small Gashapon WFC World Collectible figure that I've got of Kale, but other than that, there's not really any figures of her to date yet, because she is still a pretty relatively new character. So it's great to have a representation of her. If you checked out my haul video on with this and a heap of other stuff, it was my previous upload, you'll see that I actually couldn't finish assembling Kale because just the legs were just an absolute nightmare to get in because of the just the pegs that they sit on is just a bit of a pain in the ass to get it in there. I don't remember having nearly as much trouble with Merged Zamasu when I put him together. No, actually, nowhere near that sort of trouble. But he didn't have this sort of this skirt bit here hindering his movement. So in terms of movement, she's got great articulation, and you're going to get some pretty cool poses out of her. The skirt does have a little slit in it, and it does at least sort of give you a little bit more movement. But if you're displaying her with like a flight stand, I reckon she'd look pretty cool with your SH Figure Arts and stuff. I'm really happy. I think they're doing a really good job with these with these Dragon Star figures for the price, and the characters they're doing is just great. Because I got into the line because of Merged Zamasu and, you know, Kale, and well, I don't think they'd shown Kale yet, but I saw the Merged Zamasu and I was like, yeah, I need that Merged Zamasu and the normal Zamasu. And I didn't think I'd keep the Goku Black or the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, but they're really nice figures and they've really grown on me. So I highly recommend picking this entire lineup, even if it's just for, say, Jiren, Kale, Kaba, and Golden Frieza. Because I would say those, like these guys, are the standout of what... Oh, Frieza's foot's popped off. Good on you, Frieza. Yeah, so these guys are just the real standout of the wave. Frieza, you're not helping the situation here, man. Oh, screw you. You can just stay there, Frieza. So, highly recommend picking them up, even though Frieza doesn't want to bloody stand up. If you checked out the review for Kaba and Jiren, you know, Kaba isn't the greatest. The hair is a little bit questionable and just a bit blotchy, and just doesn't look the greatest, as you can sort of see. But overall, nice to have new Dragon Ball Super characters to go along with Zamasu and Merged Zamasu on the shelf. So thank you for joining me, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing or leaving a like. Every little bit really helps, and we're really anxious to grow the channel here. And yeah, every little bit helps, so that it's all greatly appreciated. And every view, every new subscriber means the world to me and to us here at Galagun Toys. So thank you once again for joining us, and I will catch you in the next video, guys. Bye for now.